Maggie, when was Diane in the shop?
Oh, last week sometime. Thursday, I think. Why?
Well, she didn't show up for her nail appointment.
Did you get that note I left you?
No.
Shelley, did you put that cancellation note I gave you in Lisa's book?
What note was that?
Oh, never mind. That girl. I love her, but she is a bit scattered.
Well, I wonder why she canceled.
Well, I hear that they're having some financial problems up at the church. She probably couldn't afford to get her nails done.
What kind of financial problems, Jen?
Well, one can only speculate. But I hear that ever since the pastor introduced his new AOK campaign, some of the more prominent families in the church have begun withholding their tithe.
No.
That's what I hear.
Well, what's that got to do with Diane?
Well, if people don't give their tithe, then the pastor doesn't get paid. And if the pastor doesn't get paid, his wife doesn't get her nails done.
Exactly.
Poor Diane.
Well, it's her own fault. She needs to learn how to keep that husband of hers in line.
What do you mean, Jen?
Are you somehow implying that all this is Diane's fault?
Well, of course it's her fault. Every good Christian knows the husband is the head of the house, and the wife is the neck, and the neck controls the head.
Where's that in the Bible?
Isn't there something you're supposed to be doing?
Shelley, why don't you sweep up the floor?
Sure, Maggie. I'm a bit confused. Can somebody explain to me what AOK means?
Well, all I know about it, Lorraine, is that it has the whole church in an uproar.
The whole church, Jen?
That's what I hear.
I don't think that's really true.
And what exactly do you know about the situation?
Well, I was there when the pastor had the kickoff meeting. Weren't you at that meeting, Jan?
Of course not. I have more important things to do with my time than attend church meetings.
I hear the deacons nearly pass out when they see Jennifer Davis come through their doors.
Well, that's the pot calling the kettle black. I'll have you know I have not missed a Sunday morning since I've lived here.
I think there's more to being a Christian than just attending Sunday morning church services.
Maggie, since when did your shampoo girl become the authority on Christianity?
Shelley, why don't you go and...
Let her talk, Maggie. I'm interested in what she has to say.
Fine. Shelley?
Well, it's simple, really. I think if you love God, you'll love others, and you'll want to share that love with the rest of the world.
Well, thank you, Martha. Love God, love others, share the love. Did you have to go to Bible college to learn all that?
Come on, Jen. Lighten up.
Shelley, you want to take Mrs. Baker back and rinse her, please?
Sure, Maggie.
Well, I still don't know what AOK means.
Shelley brought an article in about the AOK campaign this morning.
What's it say?
I don't know. I really haven't had time to read it.
Well, read it now.
Out loud?
Well, it's not going to do us a whole lot of good if you read it to yourself now, is it?
Okay. Let me find it.
Here it is. We as a church are extremely excited about sharing the love of Christ with our community and transforming the lives of others as well as our own.
Yeah, just skip all that and give us the facts.
AOK, which stands for Acts of Kindness, will transform our church from simply the church-going people to the church-serving people.
Well, what in the world does that mean?
Jen! Go on, Lisa.
For over 40 years, First Faith Community Church has held an annual Christmas gift exchange for its members. This year, we are asking that each church member forego the tradition of giving presents to each other.
Shh!
And instead, reach out to as many people in our community as possible by showering them with acts of kindness.
Acts of kindness. A-OK. I get it now.
These so-called acts of kindness can range anywhere from buying the next guy in line's meal at the Big Burger, to shoveling a snow-covered sidewalk, or even volunteering to watch a young mother's children while she does a little Christmas.
Oh, now cross the line.
These small acts, as well as others, are things that any person can easily do and yet have the potential to impact a person's life forever. We're not asking anything of our members that Christ himself didn't already command us to do. We are asking that each person who commits to being a part of this life-changing experience fill out an A-OK card signifying that it is indeed A-OK.
Well, it is not A-OK with me. I think it's stupid.
I gotta say, I'm right there with you on that one. I don't need some hotshot preacher telling me what I can and cannot do.
Exactly.
I consider it an act of kindness every time the Jensen twins come in here for a haircut. Have you seen the way those two little monsters behave when they're in here? It's all I can do to hold my tongue. How dare he tell me about acts of kindness?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it too much, girls. Nobody takes him seriously anyway.
Well, no wonder.
Honestly, that man just must sit around and think of new ways to irritate us.
When he should be out doing what we pay him to do.
Right.
Visit the poor and afflicted.
Well, all I'm saying is he better watch out. My family is one of the 5 families that started this church over 100 years ago. Our money bought and paid for the land that that man's house sits on. He can't just up and change things around here. You know, he's an outsider, and it's time someone tells him so.
You tell him.
Yeah, you go, girl. I say we should put an SLP on our A-OK cards. So long, Pastor. Oh, my. Diane! Look, everybody! Diane's here!
Gus, what are you doing here?
I've been reassigned.
I've never been glad to see anybody since my entire existence. Gus, we have a situation.
What kind of situation?
Oh, these people! They're clueless! Absolutely clueless! They call this place the Transformation Station. Yet only one of them is truly transformed. The lowly receptionist, Shelley. I mean, look at this. They've got products here that make your hair straight if it's curly, and curly if it's straight. And over here, they have every color known to man in these tiny little bottles. And they paint the ends of their fingers and their toes. And don't even get me started on the line of skincare products. God doesn't care what they look like on the outside. Don't they know that God looks at the heart? You should have heard them wailing on the pastor's plan. This one right here, she says, "How dare he?" But this one, this one right here, sheeple.
My family's been around here for centuries.
As if that's going to get her a ticket to heaven. But this one, this one takes the cake. I've never seen a more spiritually devoid human in all of my existence, and I've seen a lot of them. Yep, this is one hard woman, stone cold, but yet they all profess to be Christians. Well, except for that one over there, that poor soul. She's doomed. For that matter, they may all be doomed. Unless
what, Charlie?
Gus, I have a plan. I know what we have to do.
And what's that, Charlie?
Let's just call it divine intervention. Come on, I'll fill you in.